the
Oh,
meditation. Hi.
oh my goodness. We would have understood.
Well, I just didn't. I don't know. Maybe this is something that'll be coming up. So, hi everyone online. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here.
Hi.
I have people on the phone, and so I was just telling them that I know I'm a couple of minutes late starting this, but my oldest grandson is 13, and he's in a travel baseball league. And so today they had three games, and I had to leave in the middle of the last game because of this channel, and it's for whether they got first or second place in the tournament, and it was like, he had he,
Oh, oh,
he's become a really good pitcher, and because he's a good pitcher, he also plays in the outfield because I mean he can heave that ball all the way into home plate, and or into the pitcher. So he's just become a. I mean honestly, they all three of them play baseball, and they all three do really good for their ages, and anyway, it's just a lot of fun. And Lucas was pitching today, and he did a great job pitching. So anyway, I'm just so lucky that they're here in town, and I can go and watch them. I mean, I've kind of gotten to know these families. I mean, obviously, my daughter knows them a lot better, but I know a lot of them, and there's several of them that Luke's played with them off and on through the years because Jeremy, my son-in-law, has coached many times in the past. Not at this league, not at this level, but anyway. So I'm by the time I get done, I will have received a text from Kelly, and I'll see, did they get first or second? What happened?
oh.
Anyway, it was really, it was just a good time. So
I think you posted some pictures on Facebook.
I
I saw.
did. Yes.
Yeah.
So they're such cutie
All
pies.
from ear to ear.
Uh-huh, exactly. And it's just I don't know. It's just fun. And it's so different of course when they're your grandkids versus your kid. I only had one child. Now I'm one of five, so I'm used to a big family. But then my one child daughter had four. So that's really cool. Anyway, I'm just
Yeah.
posting something. Let me put this in here that basically just says, I'm not looking at messages. Okay, there we go. So, because I saw that someone had put messages in there, so I wanted to go in and tell them, hey, not going to be answering questions here, not looking at that. So here we are. Oh my goodness, what a time we're in. Um, it's so funny. I love astrology. I love tarot. I love channeling, obviously. And so I like to kind of, I have someone that I've gone to for astrology for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years. And she said something in my chart that nobody else had said that really resonated with me. So I keep going back to her. And then my close friend, I didn't know she did astrology. So I just found out that she did. So I was like, hey, Beth, can you do my chart? And she's like, sure. Well, she interpreted it differently. Apparently, they have different programs that you can follow where you pull your information from or when you plug it in.
Mhm.
And one used one program, she used a different program. So it came up with like this different information. And I was like, well, isn't that interesting? So what I learned from her is all of these eclipses coming up. I understand there's five. And and what she said for me personally, which I imagine could very well be true for just about everyone, and I know that the goddess will talk about something like this. That on the 25th is a big one, and that for me personally was about really clearing out, really making sure my inner work has been done. And then the one on April 8th is about bringing in the new. So I'm thinking the goddess is going to do something like that for us too, because we won't be here next week, but then, gosh, I think our first teleconference in April is going to be that night before the eclipse, because the eclipse is on a Monday, the 8th.
Oh, wow.
It just occurred to
That's
me. Let me look at
wonderful.
the calendar here. So, yep, that's exactly right. So that's going to be a powerful one. So 3 weeks from now, because March has 5 Sundays. So we'll have one, that extra Sunday in there. And then the first one in April is going to be April 7th. And then that big eclipse that's bringing tons of energy with it is coming in on the 8th. Now, as we all know, and then we've got the equinox in here too, which is what, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So it's just like we're really, really, really slammed with a lot of things that the universe is doing to help us, to help us get to wherever it is that we need to go. And so people can fight against it or they can work with it. And it will all, it's all there to help us. Okay. What else did I want to say? So, if you, oh goodness. So I've started, I also have the universal light beings, which is different than this. Tonight is the meditation. The universal light beings is about information, and they also have downloads and do energy work, etc. I just did that this past Wednesday. It was a really good one. It was almost 2 hours long. It was longer than usual. And I tell you what, Facebook really, I had like 4,500 views on Facebook and like 30 shares or something like that. So yay. And then it's also on Rumble. It's also now on YouTube. And so it's interesting to be to have that information going out like that. And then this meditation tonight, I have this extra talk, and then I'll edit it out and have just the meditation, and then I'll upload that in a few days. And that way people don't have to hear this all again. The question and answers, if you're one of the ones that asked the question in for the Q&A, you can always go back to I'll have the link for the audio Q&A on my website, and then you can come back here to YouTube and listen to the entire live if you want to hear just the Q&A. All right, so here we are. I am probably just going to jump into it. Oh, so if people want to do private sessions, I have various times during the day, during the week, to do that. We're trying to get a calendar set up. I don't know if it'll ever go live at this point. I'm not sure. But just send me an email and we can always set something up, or you could go through and order it through the website, and that'll send me a message, and then you can do, I'll contact you. We'll get something set up. All right. So welcome everyone. I'm thrilled that you are here, and this just cracks me up. So I think I'm the only one that can see it in the teleconference through the telephone. It always has my daughter's name that she's called in, and every time I see that, I'm like, Kelly's calling in. For some reason, instead of my name, it has Kelly's name, but yet when I look on the phone, everything, it's all my name. So I have no idea. I haven't figured that out. I think it's just a wonky thing. Oh, well, life is strange. That's all we can say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get started here.
All participants are muted. The recording has started.
Welcome to this time together. We're here for this meditation. We're here to be in the energy and flow of the goddess of creation, as she is working with each one of you individually. During this meditation, you may go on a completely separate journey. You may be fully present and stay grounded. You may follow exactly what is being said. There is no right or wrong, but just listening to this meditation, listening to the tones, listening to the vibration is all going to help you with expanding your consciousness, with expanding your awareness. So begin by taking a deep breath in. Breathe in through your nose. You feel that breath of energy as it moves through your nose. It goes down into your lungs and then into your heart. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of anything at all that may be hanging over you. As you take another breath in, Once again, breathe deep inside of you. Follow that breath of energy as it moves through your nose, your lungs, into your heart center. And then just breathe in and out gently and easily. With every breath that you take in, be centered within yourself. With every breath that you breathe out, let go of any thoughts that are hanging on. Let go of any tension or stress. And feel your energies as you become centered. Take one last breath in, where you feel as if that breath of energy and light goes into every cell within your body. Feel as if every cell is becoming illuminated. With every breath that you take in. You breathe in and out gently and easily. Namasika. Venia Benya. Namasika. Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace you at this time, at this now moment, be it live when this is taking place or at some later date. No matter when you listen, it is this now moment. There is so much that has been going on within your world, within your galaxy, within this universe. You have come to realize that everything is interrelated. Things that happen out in the universe have an impact on the earth. Just as things that are happening within your earth have an impact on the universe. Whenever we do these meditations, this is an opportunity for you to not only center within yourself, but create that space so that you may manifest that which is in your highest and best interest at all times. We speak consistently about intuition. At this time, you are at, you could call it the ending, or you could call it the beginning between eons. Eons are considered 26,000 years. So you're at the end of a very long process. This transition has been going on for many years. And this is why, for so many, it feels like it's already completed. Whereas for others, it is just beginning to be an opening for them. So you are here balancing the energies in your everyday life. You may be influenced by those that are already there. You may be influenced by those that are opening up, learning something new, and may or may not understand all that is happening. Within this space, you have the opportunity to heal yourself, manifest that which you seek to have, and create whatever may resonate with you for this life. We speak of spirituality. because that is becoming more and more important to you in your everyday life. This entire meditation is about opening, aligning with, and then strengthening your alignment with your soul, with your own spirituality, with your own experiences. So take a deep breath in, breathing down within you and centering. And then as you breathe out, let go of tension, let go of stress, and be in this now moment. Create a ball of energy within your heart center. You may do it with your imagination, but you are actually creating a ball of energy that is within and around your physical heart. As this is created, you then send a stream of it. It moves down through your solar plexus, your sacral center, your root center, and you send it down into the earth. Allow it to expand as you connect with the earth. Feel how grounding and present this helps you to become. As you create that anchor, you then allow for that stream of energy to come back up. It anchors within your heart center, and then it goes up through your throat, your third eye, your crystalline body, your head center, and it moves upward. You align with your higher self. As you look around, this frequently is filled with energy and light. It's filled with what you are seeking for yourself. If it's very cluttered, clear it out. Send a wave of energy through this space, and that which is most important for you will come back without the distractions. You then have that stream of your consciousness move further up. It follows that thread of energy that links you to your soul until you find yourself merging with your divinity. For most of you, as your consciousness comes into contact with your divine essence, everything expands even bigger. Some may have a perception of seeing your soul as if it's a ball of light, or perhaps an image, or perhaps multiple images. Take a moment to listen and see if perhaps you hear any tones, perhaps frequency, perhaps bells. Your soul will communicate with you through these various sounds. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst all of you that are here. As I merge my energies with you as your soul, it moves our focus and our awareness into the all that is. Feel how you can expand even further within the all that is. This is a place created by all of you, I, the goddess, and the many other spiritual beings that work with you within this space. It has a cellular memory where you have an ability to tap into whatever's here. You also have, each of you, created a space that is your own. You can look back at other lifetimes. You can look at potentials. This place is made by all of you, for all of you. At the time of this journey, you are coming upon a series of eclipses. Some are partial. There is one in particular that is a complete eclipse. You have eclipses that take place every single year. But in particular, between your equinox and then these eclipses that are coming in a series, it is going to create a massive transformation for everyone that lives upon the earth. For those that may be unaware, it may just jostle them into thinking about their lives, about their truth, about who they are, what is going on. For others, it may bring about a greater peace and balance, because now that higher vibration and frequency that you have been seeking will be present on the earth. Let us prepare for this time. You are currently right here with your soul essence. As each one of you came into this lifetime, you brought with you certain experiences that would nudge your soul in its growth. Some of those experiences would be through trauma, some through relationships, some through blissful, exciting experiences. For many of you, there is also a direct link between not only this lifetime, but others what you consider past lifetimes or even future lifetimes. In the all that is, it is all present and available for you. So gather your focus within, and as you do so, ask what was my number one karmic agreement for this lifetime? And as you consider whatever that may be, if perhaps not just one thing came to you, then look at it in another way. Is there anything that has come up for you in multiple different ways? Perhaps you experienced it with one person. Perhaps you had something similar with your work. Perhaps something else came up with. You can fill in that blank. During this time, as whatever it is that comes to your consciousness, okay, what I see happening, for many of you, it's not just one thing. It might be two or maybe three things that are recurring experiences in this lifetime. So whether it is just one or multiple, ask to understand what lessons are most important for you to learn and understand in this lifetime. Okay, a few of you had this long list, perhaps 10 or 15. There are ways in which some of those are repeated, but come in a different view. So pare it all down until you have the top, perhaps two, perhaps three. As I look at you, I see some of you are feeling overwhelmed. So let's just clear out. Let's just clear out the energy around you so that it becomes something that you can handle more easily. With these primary experiences, have a sense of opening up a doorway and ask, are any of these linked to past experiences, past life experiences? Meaning, is it a pattern that your soul has been through time and time again? As you open up that door, I notice the majority of you have a yes. As you open up that door to this lifetime that is allowing you to understand that you have certain experiences that culminate from multiple lifetimes, and now is the time to heal it for this lifetime and every other. So consider what comes up as most important, or that number one, be it experience or an emotion, howsoever it comes across to you. Take this moment as if you sit, as if you are taking it into your hands, and you look at yourself in these multiple lifetimes where you have struggled. in this now moment, while you are here in the all that is, with all of this glorious light from your divinity, can you find acceptance? Can you heal whatever it is that is coming up for you? Okay. As I said that, I heard multitudes of people saying, oh, yes, it's healed. No. You cannot do a rubber stamp on it. You must connect deep within your consciousness, connect deep within your soul, understand why this has been a multiple lifetime experience for you. There we go. Now, for many, it was like a light came on. Receive this understanding and let it roll through you as your divinity. Let it roll through you as your consciousness. Let it go into your energy body so that you may receive the love, the compassion, the healing, and in certain cases, just that information for what it is. There has been a form of judgment in everybody. Judgment is a piece of this puzzle. You judge yourself. You are harsh with yourself. You do not accept certain attributes. So that judgment is one that I'm asking everyone across the board to bring up judgment within them. And the ways in which you harshly judge yourself and others, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. And let that go. Whew, that was big. So as that judgment was released, as you considered the way you healed and learned from that top aspect, let a roll of energy just come through you within the all that is. And once again, ask to know, is there anything from this lifetime or any other that is here and remains with you to be healed or resolved? I noticed for many of you, those long lists now came down to 2. I noticed for others of you, with healing your primary, the others disappeared. As you look at this lifetime, at any recurring experiences, take this moment to breathe in deeply, clear them out. Let it go down through the timeline of your life, of your soul, and into any other timeline that needs to resolve this so that you may move forward. I can feel many of you just adjusting your energies. For many people, there are many sparkles, or there is a great deal of light that is now coming in that represents the higher frequencies. Allow yourself to just be present in whatever that may be, so that it may not only move through you, but merge with you. I ask you now, as if we have a clean slate, and as if you are just looking back at this lifetime, is there anything that they call in the shadows? Is there anything that keeps hidden from you or remains hidden from you? As if you are shining a light into every shadow within and around, in your ego, your consciousness, your soul, or any aspect of you. It's as if I see in many of you these, I don't really know how to describe it, but like just balls of energy that have been stuck. Some, it represents specific experiences. In others, it's not specific. But no matter what it may be, let all of that shadow energy come up and be present with you in the all that is. And allow that white light of your own soul essence to illuminate everything within and around you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As these shadow energies are made known and you infuse them with your divinity, a lot will just dissipate because they were associated with what you have already healed and cleared. I invite you, though, to take a moment and ask if these shadow energies have something to share with you. Is this perhaps a way for you to understand what you didn't understand before? As you consider shadow energies, so often people consider them something negative, something that is hindering you. However, they can also represent something that it has been challenging to you, but you didn't know what it was. So I would say, with this light flowing in and around you on every level, illuminate all that is here. As you can tell, when the light merges with dark or that which is hidden, it brings everything out into the knowing. For some, you may still have things that are hidden away, so you may choose to do this multiple different times. As you are ready to do so, then once again clear out clear out the energies, and look at your life now. Do you see how you keep growing and growing? I now invite you to go within your soul and look towards future lives, meaning these lifetimes may be going on right now, but in the time-space reality in which you live, they would be some years in the distant future. Perhaps they're out within the universe. I notice for many of you, as you look at this, it's a blank space. So I will infuse a light and an intention that it may move through each one of you, move through your consciousness, so that now as you look towards what is considered future lifetimes, ask, first of all, to see if what you have healed in this lifetime remains healed and resolved. You can also ask this future lifetime or multiple lifetimes if they have messages for you in this now moment that can help you. For some of you, you just want some information. You are setting up an opportunity to communicate with your future self so as to assist you in this now moment. Whew, there was a massive wave of energy that just went through everyone. In this way, you realize that you have access to the many, many aspects of you that in doing so, you are here to assist your human self in its personal growth. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. You may choose to stay in this energy for a period of time. You may also access it at any point that you so choose. You may also put forth an intention that anytime you are here within this space, you can move to the next level so that you are no longer repeating past experiences. You are always growing. You are always moving forward within your life. So gather around as a group. That which is your personal experience remains intact and available for you. However, as a group, take a moment to discern how everyone, through their soul consciousness, have expanded with this much greater light. You see coming up within this group the hologram of the earth. Each one of you infuse past, present, future, the clearing of your shadow self, whatever you consider it, but infuse that transition into the hologram and observe how it becomes filled with light. There may be certain colors, but it pulsates, it emanates a beautiful light. There is an aspect of that that goes out into the universe. It works through those places that anchor this energy for humanity. The remainder goes back down into the earth plane. As it moves through the collective consciousness, it is once again clearing out. Anything that no longer serves this higher light frequency. That hologram goes down within the center of the earth and it anchors. It anchors in the crystals, it anchors in the magnets, and then it comes up through all the many layers. Each one of you are anchoring through that place in which you anchored on Gaia. It is also coming up through the collective consciousness and is made available to anybody else that is ready to move through this transition. You have the remainder of your consciousness. It flows back from the all that is into the soul plane, into your higher self, and down within you, anchoring here within your heart. You let that expansion come back within you. You release the earth plane and it all comes back together within your heart center, and it moves up and down through all your energy bodies. You are anchoring and integrating the clearing out of your past lives, the alignment with your future lives, the healing of this lifetime. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As you come back within this space, if you would like to ask a question, you may press *6. For those of you watching the stream, you do need to come within the room, call on the phone, and I will answer as many questions as I can.
Q&A session has started.
I had this trouble with someone else. I don't know what's different, but when I hit your microphone, it does not. I don't know why that's not working.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Oh, I thank you very much for this so needed meditation. I was going to call Shelley this weekend and have her work on me.
Mm-hmm.
I had to did a deep soul clearing of this relationship that keep on coming back. I went to talk to my soul and I said, Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, and Shelley Group did all the best we could. And this relationship keep on coming back, but this time it was extremely romantic. And I felt I was successful, but my heart really hurt. And I don't know if it has any effect with this meditation tonight. Can you give me some insight on the healing?
It feels like during this meditation tonight, you already had come up with as some of your topics that are recurrent in this lifetime, this issue. And then what we see it was is when they talk about the shadow self, it's that part of you that that's, some people call it the inner child, some people call it just places inside of you that are holding you back and you know nothing about what they're from. But that's where it felt to us like it was hooked, or where there was more that was not really clearing or coming up. Even infusing light into it, it still just felt stuck to us. So that's what we would say to you to do. It felt like by the time we resolved that part of the meditation, and as we're looking at you in that place, you did open up to more clearing. You did open up to whatever it is that's been hidden from you, that keeps remaining elusive, you could say. Because we know that you've done healing on this. We know you've done it with Shelley. You've done it with us. We know that you've done it, clearing out these individuals. So there must be something then that was in that shadow self or that shadow energy that was keeping it from being 100% cleared out. And tonight looked like that was opening it up, that you were much more open and in the flow. And then it also felt like when you talked with your future self, it was like, okay, yeah, that did get resolved in this lifetime. We did get past that. So it does feel as if it's something that you will transition past, you will resolve it. And so whatever keeps it coming back and coming back is somehow connected into that shadow self. And that would be the way to look at it going forward. We believe you did heal a lot of that tonight, but because we're still hearing it, that may be something that as you work on it more consciously in, this space, where you are right now, it may help it to work more effectively for you.
Can you send a ball light and support it to make it move deeper or no?
So when you were in the all that is, and when you were working on it, that was exactly what you did, and that was exactly what the goddess did. It was like when that light was shining within, it was going into anything that was inside of you that was hidden away, and it illuminated it. So the question arises with so the point is, yes, we've already done that. So then the question arises with does it return? Is it completely resolved? Is there anything else going on? So perhaps just periodically over the next days, hours, weeks, whatever it may be, go back into that and just infuse that light into whatever might be. Just call it the shadow self, and then just repeatedly. It doesn't feel like you have to analyze it or understand it all 100%. It's more like just keep shining the light inside, let that transition it, and it will resolve and move on.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, beloved. Oh, I think it worked this time.
Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Hi! You know what I did?
What?
I just hung up and I called back in.
And it worked. Well, good job.
And it worked. Yeah. I was guided to just do that because otherwise it would have been the same story, the same runaround. Thank you, Goddess. What a beautiful clearing tonight. Beautiful journey. Things that I would have never considered.
Oh.
It just expanded. It expanded me tremendously in this whole growth.
Wonderful.
And, acknowledging of who we are. But to make it short and brief, I do want to, again, thank you so much for the communication through email that we did because we couldn't meet on February 6th.
Yeah, so
And
how
I'm the
is your
one that
vision?
Yes. So here I am continuing because I don't give up. And it is the effort of basically doing etheric surgery because there's no other way of calling it. It is removal of what's been damaged in the eye. It has to come out because that's how the surgery is, because those cells do not regenerate. You cannot just heal them. It is impossible. So I have been doing that in all my effort and every single way that I feel inspired to do it in my 30, 35 minutes that I do every morning. And then bringing them in, I thought it might be, I used to bring them from my divine blueprint. And then I thought, well, what if it doesn't accept at the third dimensional level? And I'm bringing them in as just replacing, with the most perfect hexagonal endothelial cells.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I go to my eye institute, only one time it has reflected improvement, and it's called a specular microscope, where it showed a tremendous improvement, especially in the left eye, and it doesn't show any more improvement in the subsequent times.
Okay.
Why? Even my doctor says the machine is not accurate, can be 10% 10% in error. Well, I don't care if it was 10%. The first time I was 20% improved, and if you take away 10, I was still 10. But why is it still showing decline? My vision is perfect. So I don't understand what is happening. Is it still because
Yeah.
this is the core of my question?
So
Is
three
it still
things.
dropping?
Yeah. So three things came up with that. You made a point of saying in your three-dimensional reality, you're not living in the third dimension anymore. The second part that kind of went along with that is their equipment is looking at things in the third dimension. It's looking at things the way it used to be. You are living, you are vibrating, you are healing at a higher level than that. So it's not able to discern the healing that is being done. So we would say be less inclined to listen to every single number or the way in which it's measuring it, because it's not seeing all of the higher vibrational frequency, or the changes that are taking place from the higher vibration.
Okay, so the changes are happening. My endothelial cells, I am bringing it. I am upgrading in the number of endothelial cells in my layer of endothelial cells. Then
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
especially
So
on
it is.
especially on this
Go on.
journey tonight, we would say go back. Well, we think that you did work with your eyes, tonight, but maybe go back with the clear intention of thinking only of your eyes, because you also were open to what other things in your life might have been affected by this lifetime. So go into the journey with only your eyes, and then say, is it this lifetime or any others? Is there a shadow aspect of myself that's keeping it from being 100% perfect? And then is there anything from the future? So like that past, the different ways in which you can look at it. And our sense of it is that in that way, you're going to say, oh my gosh, they look so much better. And because they do look much better to us than what they did before.
Okay, and so the other part of my question, that you say that it is showing improvement, it is showing an increase in number of cells that have upgraded the layer.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not, because many times when you're manifesting, dropping, downloading from etheric to physical density, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a factor in what I'm going through also, or is it that the machine is just not picking up the improvement?
The only answer that keeps coming back to us is that the machine is not picking up the improvement.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But we would agree with
Because
you that we would agree with you that this and everything else in life, it does take time to integrate. It does take time for things to to fully heal. So so be aware of that too. Which you are. You just said you were.
Well, not just to heal, but to manifest. We're talking alchemy and manifestation.
They're one and the same to. They're one and the same to us.
It's the same thing. Okay. So keep doing what I'm doing. Do you see anything different that I should be doing in my healing protocols that I'm practicing?
No, we think they all look like they're in alignment with you.
Okay. Then just keep trucking along, and can you send a little more healing energy, especially to the left eye? There was the Archangel Raphael sense, which makes so much sense, that message, that there's so much resistance in the left eye, because that's my lazy eye.
Okay.
And that lazy eye has amblyopia.
Okay.
And that made a lot of sense.
Then
I want
yes.
to make sure that all that resistance is gone.
Yep. Well, we see it as like 95% improved to 98% improved. It feels like there's just something else. We don't know what it is. It's up to you to figure it out. That's what we just got heard from your higher self. And it's just right there. And through that, this healing will be complete.
Is that the edema, or is that something else?
That's all. That's all it's coming across to us as. We can't sit. We can't tell. We are sending light. We are sending healing. We are sending that this replicates and it, it heals exactly as it needs to. But we're just being told there's some little something, and that as you continue to do your healing, it'll come to you. You'll say, "Oh, that's what it was." Duh. You'll take care of whatever it is, and then it will be complete.
Okay, just so I'm very clear, the 95% improvement, is that regarding the resistance, or is that regarding the whole endothelial cells?
The everything. That's the everything.
Really?
That's how it comes across to us.
excited to do it.
Yeah, that it comes across to us in this now moment like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Many blessings to everyone, healing to all. Nesara now, justice and a parent age we all deserve. We are ready. We're ready for this new golden age. Thank
Yes,
you so much
indeed.
from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, beloved.
Goddess Light.
Hello.
Hi, Goddess Light.
Hello. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yes.
This is Laura, and I want to ask you, this is Laura, and I have worked from long time ago within myself, removing all negative energies, all karma, and I didn't know nothing about that subject, but I keep researching and looking, and finally I found people who helped me to remove all my karma. And I found people who removed all the black magic that was really deep down there that other people couldn't see it. And I have been working very hard within myself. And I have been struggling how or where. I don't know if UDL can help me to initiate me into my spiritual path so I can start my mission. I don't
So,
know why I had so much trouble.
right, there is so with this journey tonight, if you go back up into the all that is, and we sense that. So we heard several different things from you. We heard you saying other people healing you, other people seeing things, other people able to tell you what was going on inside of you. The whole purpose of this healing is for you to know it yourself, you to find it for yourself. And in the all that is tonight, as you know, throughout this meditation, we did see you going in there, because what that means to you is that you're then taking responsibility, you're then manifesting it for yourself, you're the one that's really what's the word we want to use, because you keep going through this pattern where it's like, oh, I need to heal. Okay, I'm healed. I'm going to manifest. Okay, I'm going to manifest, and nothing happens. And so then it goes, you reflect it outside of yourself, that something outside is the problem or the issue. So what we see needing to happen right now, and we saw you did a great deal of clearing tonight, and we saw you kind of standing there afterwards saying, oh, I've been doing this. Oh, things that I thought I didn't know how to do, I've been doing it. And so it felt like you were very empowered after the in the all that is, because you recognize that I don't need other people to heal me, I can do it myself. And that's what you were doing in the all that is. And when you had that realization, and when all of that cleared out, that's when you became much more in the flow. It seems like the lack of work, the changing jobs, the different things like that, all are reflecting that imbalance within you. And then when you take that step, and when you take that place of just recognizing, hey, I can fix it, then you are taking back your power, you're taking back your balance, you're taking back all that is you, and then it really works for you.
Okay. So, am I just going to awake to the state of being that I am and start my mission, or how that thing is going? How that thing works? I'm really stuck in this point.
You are already on your mission. Everybody is already in their mission. Whatever they are experiencing, whatever they are living, that's the mission. And everyone's mission transition and changes just as each of them transition and change. So you're already on your mission. You're already doing exactly what you need to be doing. But just as for so many people, it's probably going to open up to new and different opportunities as you move forward. But for you, a big part of this has been taking ownership, taking responsibility, understanding your own personal strength.
Okay. Thank you, Goddess.
You're welcome. This next will be the last one.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, this is Sevilla.
Oh, hi, Sevilla.
Hi. I've been here with you tonight and everybody, and I just thought I'd call and see if I can get an update on what my lower back looks like and my sciatica, because since I was brave enough to go to the doctor, which I didn't want to do, I'm just like a different person, and I want to heal myself, but I also want medicine too. And I'm not in pain, and I'm groggy. I'm, like the medicine is making me sleepy and affecting me, but how am I doing with healing?
We see a lot less inflammation. We worked with you, was it 2 weeks ago or 3? We can't remember.
Couple, yeah,
Yeah.
about a month ago.
And
Yeah.
and from what we remember seeing at that time, there was a lot of redness and inflammation which was causing the pain. We've always believed that there are multiple different ways in which people can heal, and if it's traditional medicine, if it's homeopathic, whatever it may be that works for you, then that's what works for you. And so we appreciate that you've been going in, and with this medicine that's causing you to feel so drowsy, it is a big part of what's reducing the inflammation. And so once that inflammation is reducing, and the other treatments that you've had, and once everything's in alignment, that inflammation is reduced, then you'll be able to cut back on this medicine. But it feels like you'll need to continue it for the time being. But we definitely see an improvement in you. But gee whiz, just having the pain free is a big thing right there. Because we know for many, a very long time you've been in pain.
Yeah, and the fact that I realized I was punishing myself really, I don't like hearing that. It feels terrible that I would do something like that to myself. I've been in pain on and off for 8 years.
Correct.
And, 8 years ago, it was like, oh my gosh, every night crying. And I just really look at myself, and I just can't believe I did that. And
well,
I'm very humbled and understand how hard it is to be in a human body sometimes.
Right.
When you don't know what you're doing to yourself, it's humbling.
Right.
Yes.
Well, and in this journey tonight, it felt like you had a lot of clarity that came up for you too. Whether you're conscious or unconscious of it, I'm not sure, but it felt like you did a lot of healing with that too. And just as that other individual, this is all about, there's so many different things, so many different layers of healing that people go through. But when you recognize that, oh my gosh, I did that myself. I had that clarity.
Yeah.
I made those choices. I took those steps. I mean, that's very empowering. And that's one of
Yeah.
the big things that you got out of tonight.
Well, good, because I remember laying in bed one night saying, hearing the sentence, "Should you go to a doctor?" And I got a big yes, and then my ego went, "Nope, not doing it. I'm just not doing it." It's like, oh my goodness, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, well, Shelley and her group has helped me so much. I so appreciate Shelley and her work she's doing for people on the planet. I just thank you, and thank you, Goddess, because I enjoy the divine, feminine, beautiful energy that is so nurturing. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome, beloved, and we have appreciated being able to be a part of your process because you've really evolved quite a bit over the time we've known you.
Oh, yeah, really, a lot. Yeah, that's for sure. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
As we enter this time of huge transformation through the energy of the universe in the eclipse, through the normal alignment of the universe, through the equinox, through the transitions in consciousness, all of it is coming together, clearing out the past eons, embracing the new one coming in. When people look back at this 20, 30 years in the future, they'll say there's probably a 20-year or more overlay. And then you go further out, they may say 100-year overlay. So be patient with yourself. Be loving and nurturing to yourself. As you do this type of energy work, such as we did this evening, if you learn things that may be upsetting, then embrace it with love and compassion. Understand that each one of you are most likely even more than what you realize. Allow transitions to take place. Allow healing and the clearing out of the past to take place. Embrace all of you. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. Aunt Saluia.